Long ago, in a land where mountains touched the clouds and rivers curled like silver serpents, there ruled a mighty king. His name was King Herod, famed for his brave warriors and for never losing a single battle. Yet despite his strength and riches, one shadow lingered over his life: he had no child. This emptiness consumed him. Every prayer he whispered at dawn, every feast he held at night, carried the same silent plea: a child of my own. Desperation twisted his heart. He ordered his informants to roam neighboring lands and bring news whenever a new baby was born. One evening, word reached him from a nearby village: a woman had given birth to twin daughters. 2. Herod growled, his eyes gleaming. Take one for me. Let the other live in her village. The king's warriors swept into the village like a storm. Though the villagers resisted bravely, they were no match for Herod's seasoned fighters. By dawn, the warriors returned with one infant wrapped in linen. Herod held her up and named her Sarah, declaring, "You are my blood, my heir, my queen-to-be." Years turned like the river's current. Sarah grew into a graceful and wise princess, groomed to be Herod's successor. She lived in a palace of gold and marble, never questioning her place. Meanwhile, in the village, her twin sister Leora grew in fire and steel. She trained with the sword, learned to fight on horseback, and carried the memory of that night when her sister was stolen. With each passing year, her vow hardened: I will bring her back. When the time was ripe, Leora gathered a handful of strong-hearted men. Under the cloak of night, they infiltrated Herod's fortress. Blades clashed in the dark, blood stained the stone halls. By midnight, King Herod lay dead. But the sisters did not meet that night. For though Leora searched the palace, Sarah was nowhere to be found. At dawn, hunted by the alarmed warriors, Leora and her companions fled into the forest. The palace mourned their fallen king. The council searched for answers, but no trail remained. Yet Herod's will was clear: Sarah was to inherit the throne. She was crowned queen, her head heavy with a crown of gold and questions. Her first act was justice: find those who killed the king, she ordered. The warriors fanned across the land until, deep in the forest, they captured Leora and her companions. Sarah demanded to interrogate them herself, in secret. One by one, she questioned the men. At last, Leora stood before her, eyes burning, voice steady. I am your sister, Leora said. We were born together. You were stolen. The king you call father took you from us. Sarah's heart thundered. Could it be true? To be sure, she summoned a trusted elder of Herod's court, one who had served him for decades. In the quiet of her chamber, she asked, Tell me the truth of my birth. The old man bowed his head. Yes, my queen. The story is as she says. You were taken from a mother's arms, from a village that still mourns. Sarah's hands trembled, but her voice did not falter. Then blood must return to blood. With her guards, she escorted Leora and her companions back to their village. She asked for their mother to come, and when the old woman arrived, Sarah fell to her knees. Mother and daughters embraced, their tears washing away years of sorrow. Sarah returned to her throne, but not as the king's stolen heir. She ruled as a daughter reunited, as a queen who had discovered truth. And Leora, though she had once come with a sword, now stood beside her twin as protector and ally. Together, the sisters ruled, one with wisdom, the other with strength. Their reign became known as the Age of the Twin Thrones, when justice replaced conquest and unity replaced despair. And in the songs sung for generations, people remembered not only the bravery of warriors, but the courage it took for two sisters